Hey there, I hope you're having a great day. This is Sid Padinti. Today I want to welcome you to Powered by Grants. It's a short presentation that I created for business owners who are looking to reach their next level of growth, of impact, and of revenue. And this model is going to introduce you to three specific concepts, what I promised you. Number one, how to qualify for free grants so that you can educate more people and share your knowledge. Number two, how you can leverage these grants so that you can generate free traffic, free leads to your website so you can educate and engage people and point them in the right direction. And lastly, how to use technology so you can reach infinite ROI and scale potential with this specific model. A couple things I wanted to share with you before we dive into the presentation. The educational industry, if you didn't already know this, the online education industry specifically is almost at over $250 million a day right now. And it's expected to grow by at least three times in the next 10 years. So we're talking about $1 billion industry. So it's a great way for you to not only educate people online and share your knowledge, but also stay competitive and stay relevant in whatever industry you're in. The consumer behavior is that people consume knowledge online. Think about your own consumers, think about your own customers, think about yourself. So, this is an opportunity for you to become the educator, the knowledge provider. Use your knowledge to make and help people make smart decisions. That's what this is about. So, we're going to talk about structuring a nonprofit educational center. By the way, over $50 billion have been given out almost every year since 2017 to nonprofit organization centers. Think about universities, schools. These structures, these organizations are structured in a way they can receive and get powered by free grants. So we're going to introduce a concept on how you can do that at a smaller scale with your organization, with the industry you're in, with your expertise. And by the way, we've tested this in really diverse markets from aviation, bankruptcy, finance, technology, immigration, estate planning, environmental, real estate, business branding, animal care, medical education, even artificial intelligence. So this is a model that we know that works really well across the board. Here's another little fact before we dive in. The nonprofit organization that you can create, the educational center, exists perpetually. Nonprofits have perpetual existence. So we're talking about a model that once you set it up, it has infinite ROI and scale potential. You set it up once and you get powered through this model almost forever. Now, if you already have experience building business, then think about this model in that respect. It's very similar. Yes, there are slight differences. For example, in this process, what we're going to do is on the top where you see the four boxes. We're going to register your organization, create the website, help you secure the grants, and then market your organization with the help of these grants. When you're setting up a regular business, you register it, you create the website, you either self-fund it, you get the bank loan, or you have investors pouring in money to your organization. So in this model that we're going to explore today, we're not talking about bank or investor money. We're going to talk about free funding that you don't have to return. This is to your organization to help you market and grow and do the same thing in a slightly different angle. So the registration process involves two steps. Number one, you register in the state, your articles of incorporation, and then you register with the federal, the IRS, or if you're in Canada, then the CRA. Number two, you create a website. It's the same process. Here, the focus is going to be on sharing your education, sharing your knowledge, sharing your expertise in a variety of educational avenues, from workshops to courses to programs. So if you've been looking for a way to digitize your message and share it with thousands of more individuals, then this is a great way to do that. So your core mission, whatever you're planning to educate and empower with, the knowledge, so whether it's in bankruptcy or estate or life coaching or something else, you have to make sure your activities are going to be relevant, and that's how the grants are given out. So we're talking about phase 3 and phase 4, which are the most interesting, getting powered by grants. And we're talking about specifically corporate grants, not state or federal grants or foundational grants. So corporate grants by the world's largest tech firms like Microsoft or Adobe, Dell, QuickBooks, Airbnb, Google, Amazon. These are the organizations that are going to help you get powered by. And we're talking about at least $100,000 more. So here are a few examples. Microsoft gives away cloud class technologies. LinkedIn empowers organizations that are creating opportunity for youth and veterans. Amazon gives away over $100,000 unrestricted support and over $100,000 in promotional credits. Google gives away ad money to help you grow your organization. So these are all the different ways that you can get powered. Imagine your organization a year from now being funded with over $10,000 a month. Each of these balls, green balls here, represents 10 grand. So in a year, you're talking about roughly $120,000 that you can pump into your organization to help you grow. So think about this. How many lives can you change in about 3 years from now with this specific model, where you have access to over $300,000, potentially $360,000 or more, that you can tap into to change lives, to educate people, point people in the right direction. Look, all this is possible, but you have to stay in compliance. Grants are very specific. You're talking about organizations giving away free money, so yes, they have some compliance metrics in place, which you have to abide by. But don't worry about that. We're going to help you, guide you through that. Phase 4 is using and leveraging these grants to change lives. So once you're powered with grants, you can use it to raise awareness, to educate people, get traffic, get leads, sell educational content, raise donations, even build an online community, a mastermind. We're talking about a system where it operates 24/7 once you set up the workflow and operations the right way. So think about this workflow. You have $100,000 a year or more to spend on generating free traffic and leads to your educational website. You have different courses or programs or workshops and training sessions and PDFs and webinars and strategy calls and all kinds of stuff to educate and empower them through your nonprofit's educational website. And if they need further help, you can connect with other organizations in your community to point these individuals in the right direction. So they have the tools and they have the experts who can help them make the right decisions. And that's how you have a deeper economic impact in your local community as well, with small businesses that you're going to help them empower. We're talking about really diverse educational activities that can be performed, from courses, programs, workshops, events, incubators, blogs, services, podcasts, masterminds, giving away templates, books, PDFs, apps, training, speaking, building a community, even raising money for a cause. All that's possible with the free grants. So we're talking about free laser targeted traffic that you can generate, free leads on your website that you can convert from. And again, you can test this, and we've tested this in multiple markets. And finally, using technology so that once you build a system, everything happens automatically behind the scenes. All you have to do is make sure you can keep up. You're going to track, educate, and convert 24/7 with this model once it's set up. So in this system, you're talking about, again, this is the process of how you set up an infinite ROI and scale potential with a model that, with a few little tweaks, and once you build it, it operates perpetually. That's the advantage of this model. It's very unique from the business you currently own, if you own a business or if you're thinking of starting a for-profit business. This is a very specific model that has infinite potential because of structurally the way it's set up. Look at an example I pulled up from one of my own organizations. Over 700 people that we've empowered this year, who signed up for courses, who have called us, who have showed up at our office, who have enrolled in workshops. We've been able to point these people in the right direction. And a lot more, thousands more, who have downloaded content and implemented it by themselves, who leave reviews. And again, we've tested this in really diverse markets. So let me explore a few case studies. Here are some individuals we're working with right now. There's Paul Strunk, who's built a tech center where he's empowering entrepreneurs, business owners, and nonprofits with business, marketing, and tech strategies, specifically with artificial intelligence, with apps, with different platforms, helping them build their own platforms. There's Peter, who's educating people in the real estate industry with knowledge and resources to become really good realtors, knowledgeable, tech savvy realtors. There's Kim, who's built an indigenous art and cultural preservation center, connecting people to indigenous art, to the culture, and to the actual individuals, to their communities. She has an app that connects you directly to indigenous societies in specific areas and their locations. Reka, who has built a women's empowerment center, helping women and young girls get empowered with finance and educational and tech strategies so they can break barriers, whether it's corporate or through entrepreneurship. There's Jacob, who built a mindset center, helping young men who are just getting out of prison, finding ways to educate them with job skills necessary to get specific jobs, or with entrepreneurship as a way for them to integrate back into society and empower themselves. I think it's a great mission so that they can avoid going back to prison or getting back into a life of crime. There's Vic, who has built a tech education center, taking knowledge that he has and how he has helped multiple individuals become tech professionals by pointing them in the right direction, educating them with the resources that they need, educating, giving them the templates, giving them tips, tricks, shortcuts for them to get through certain qualification exams, and they can get jobs as some tech individuals in 100,000 plus jobs. So great missions again. Lastly, we have Sam, who's built an education center for lawyers. Sam himself is an attorney and has experimented with technology and marketing in digital marketing for attorneys, and he's sharing these strategies with others. So this, my friends, is the way to get power through grants. It's a possibility that is very real for you in the next 3 to 4 months. You build it once and you get powered forever. In terms of input, we're talking about a little bit of work that goes into structuring and building and promoting this organization. 3 to 4 months worth of work. And we're talking about, a couple hours a week here and there as you're putting this together. Plus the ongoing operations once everything's set up. Once the grants come in, it's red hot. It's time for you to put some work into it and monetize from this model. But the output, once you've set it up, is perpetual. Not only do you have $10,000 in free grants pumped into your business, you have free leads, free traffic, free referrals, the goodwill that you build in your marketplace, the trustworthiness that you're going to build for yourself as an educator and a value provider, and the benefits of being perpetual in nature. There's a lifetime of benefits, as I just mentioned, right? It's a way to change lives, to give back, to donate, and to make more money and have a deeper impact at the same time. So this is what Powered by Grants is all about. How you can have and make more money and more revenue, and at the same time have a deeper impact in the marketplace by leveraging the free grants given out by the world's largest organizations to help you share what you already know, the knowledge, the insights, the experience that you possess, in a way that's going to empower people and point people in the right direction. So if this has made sense, and if you're interested in finding out what it takes in the next 3 to 4 months to set this up and get your hands on almost 10 grand a month, feel free. The next step is to customize a free blueprint that I've attached for you below. This is the exact blueprint that we're using and that we've used for examples that I've showed you earlier to help them get approved, not only through all the registration steps and the setups and the audits, but get their hands on grants so they can go out there in the marketplace and make a difference in a much more scalable and leveraged manner. And so that's what this is all about. Impact and revenue at the same time is definitely possible. So, my friends, I hope this excites you. I hope you're jumping out of your seats. This is very real. This is stuff that I do day to day. I'm passionate about helping entrepreneurs like you, professionals like you, transform the knowledge that you possess into these diverse intellectual properties that you can use for the betterment of humanity, for the betterment of people around you, and to, at the same time, give back to the community build a reputation, and build your firm. So I hope this made sense. Go ahead, fill out the blueprint. After that, I welcome you to go ahead and set up an implementation call. Let's walk through the logistics, the setup time, what's required, and put this all into action. Talk to you soon. And once again, thanks for watching. This is Attorney Sid Pedenti.